What's going on, YouTube? It's Sensei, a place to be children, Mr. Andy. Back to give you guys a Monday Night Raw review for November 28th, 2022. It's been a while since I did a Raw review, and I was like, okay, I want to keep the pace up since we're getting to the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania season, stuff like that. We just ended War Games, so I want to try to get the pace of giving you guys back up the review. I'm not gonna give a really intense review. I'm gonna give more like a recap. I think the recap styles kind of work. I kind of want to. I'm actually experiencing. I turn these into shorts. I don't necessarily know. I'm probably going to take a vote of what you guys think how I should do, how I shouldn't do it. But right now we go on to Raw, and let's just talk about we're at the Survivor Series, the War Games fallout. Becky Lynch comes out to the ring, and then actually she's like, no, you know what? The man needs to be up there amongst the fans. She goes out there and sees the fans, meets a fan named Bobby, and then she celebrates with the fans. Bailey comes out and says, nobody appreciates anything. I've been in a ladder match, last man standing match, War Games match. Nobody appreciates the role model. None of these idiot peasants. And then Becky Lynch like, don't you call Bobby a peasant? And then the Damage Control comes up, and they all start brawling in the crowd and in the back area where they have like the merch stand and stuff like that. So I thought it was a pretty good brawl, which is, I think, it's setting up a Becky Lynch Bailey feud, because out of the Horsewomen, I never seen them feud, to be honest with you. They probably had like passing matches, but I never seen like have a feud. Bears had a feud with Sasha and Charlotte, but never Becky. You know what I'm saying? Rhea Ripley takes on Mia Yim. I still like the Blazing Baddie a little bit better, but they have a match. The match wasn't going anywhere when Dominic tries to get involved, and Mia Yim pulls him in, and then Rhea takes her down, and then they start fighting. AJ Styles comes out there to save Mia Yim. Ref calls the match off, but AJ like, no, I want to have OC taking on Judgment Day tonight. So it's a 4-on-4 matchup, and they get right to it. The first hour is no commercial break at all. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I was like, I can see that, but you pay for it in the second and third hour. Here's the thing. I would have liked, like, in the future, I like War Games being the concept for Survivor Series. However, I still do believe that it's okay to have one Survivor Series match, like the classic traditional 5-on-5 or 4-on-4 elimination Survivor Series match. I think you don't have to do a men's and women's one. I think whatever storyline warrants it, it should probably do that along, because I felt as though the OC and the Judgment Day could, with Mia Yim and Rhea Ripley, could have been a Survivor Series match at Survivor Series instead of doing Finn Balor versus AJ Styles, which is still a good match, but it was step below their TLC matchup. But this match on Raw was good. I really enjoyed this match. It was high energy, and they got time to go out there. It felt, it wasn't as like great like Shield and Wyatt family, but it was getting close because everybody came out there with a good amount of energy, And at the end, when Finn Balor takes out AJ Styles, Mia Yim suplexes Finn Balor, which gets a huge reaction, and then she's about to DDT Dominic, but then Rhea comes in there, hits her with the Riptide, and wins the matchup. So I would like that would have been a cool Survivor Series match. Like, only just one. You ain't got to do like we do 2 War Games and the rest will be Survivor Series match. Like, whatever warrants it. I think going in the future, we have to see. So I don't know whether the plan, Triple H plan is. The Bloodline come to the ring. Sami Zayn dancing to the Usos music is hilarious, and Sami Zayn talks about what Jey Uso did was very Usi, and he's getting Usi back. So then he said, you always been there for him. He tried to go out for a handshake. Jay slaps that thing away and hugs him and everything. They all get in a group hug with Jimmy, and they try to get Solo to come. Solo's like, nah, I ain't trying to get up in there. He just being the enforcer, but then they try to force him to get up in there. But then Kevin Owens comes out. This is when good storytelling, because Kevin Owens says, you know what? I'm not mad at you saying for what you did, because I done it to you so many times. It's warranted. Like, he knows that, hey, I've done it to so many people, it's bound to happen to me. So he's not even mad at Sami no more. But he says, but I'm just done. I don't want to ride with you. I don't want to wrestle you. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. You can tell Sami was hurt by that one. He sold it perfectly. And he's like, I want nothing to do with you either, because this is my family now. And then Kevin Owens says, look, no matter what happens, no matter how they treat you, you will never be their actual blood. I said, you are not their actual blood. You never will be. But since I'm done with Sami Zayn, because Jey Uso takes the mic and try to defend for Sami Zayn, and talks to Kevin Owens, just man, he ain't got no family. He said, "Well, I'm done with Sami, but I ain't done with Jey Uso." So tonight it'll be Kevin Owens versus main event Jey Uso. Meanwhile, we see the Street Profits came back because Montez Ford had that boot on his foot. They take on Alpha Academy. Thank you. So we see it already, but you know what? Let's see it again. It was a decent matchup. The thing was when Montez built up and slammed Otis. He actually scoop slammed him, and then Dawkins hit Gable with the sky high, and then the frog splash on Montez, and they ended up winning the matchup. So. Knows we're going for the Street Profits. Maybe Montez get some singles matches since Dawkins was getting all the matches when Montez was kind of injured. Who knows? A-Town down. Austin Theory makes his way to the ring, and he says, "Look, I beat both Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins yesterday, and I'm not going to be, the future this, the future that. I'm just, the best now and the best forever, and I don't be called kid no more." Then Seth Rollins comes out in something that is truly atrocious. Like, it is truly atrocious what Seth Rollins is coming out and he is wearing. And he talks, he goes to Theory, and he says, deep down inside, he says, the Monday nights belong to Rollins. And he said, but I got one thing to say to you. Congratulations, kid. And he said, what you want to do now? You want to hit me? Give me your best shot, kid. And then Austin Theory just walks away. And it looks like this is going to be the feud going on. It looks like they're not going to do Bobby Lashley in this feud because maybe that Hurt Business plan is coming into effect. I don't know what the same plan is going to be. There's an anything goes matchup with Dexter Lumis and The Miz. The Miz doesn't really want to go out there. Adam Pearce told him he has to come out there, and he knows The Miz is lying about his hand, and he has to go out there and face him. This match was really kind of boring, honestly. Dexter Lumis not really over with the crowd. Miz tries to take some vice, like a clamp, and twist on Dexter Lumis' head, but it's just not working. He's no selling it with the creepy eyes. He does give Miz the Anaconda Vice, and then Miz taps out, and that's the matchup. Ringside, Dexter Lumis takes the big bag of money and starts giving $100 bills to kids. The Miz attacks Lumis and then snatches one of the $100 bills from one of the kids. Get real good heel heat. Gargano comes out and gives Miz a super kick and gives the money back to the kid. I'm just like, if it's real money, find a way to get that kid back his money, because I'm just like, yo, you're not gonna have my kid crying if you gave me $100. Is it good old school heel heat? Absolutely, but you know what I'm saying. We fighting, bruh. Inflation. We fighting. Okay? So, I'm just glad this thing is over. Dakota Kai taking on Candice LeRae because backstage, Candice LeRae had to allow me to reintroduce myself. Because, she's been off TV for a couple months, playing up to an injury. But now she's going to be against Dakota Kai. The match was fine, but nobody knows. Like, it's surprising. I remember finding this out a couple years ago of how many people don't watch NXT, but they watch WWE. And I'm just like, because I watch it all, because I'm a wrestling fan, but I'd be surprised if people don't watch NXT. So they really don't know who Candice LeRae is, which I understand that. Backstage, Kathy Kelly's with Bianca Belair and her team. She talked about some, they won. She's happy with the team they picked. Oscar was, saying she's really happy, but then that little Bray Wyatt symbol flashed around Alexa. She's kind of out of it. And then when they asked her how about felt about Becky, she said, "Oh yeah. I think Bianca made the right decision, but she's covering her true feelings. So evil Alexa Bliss is on her way back." Main event time: Kevin Owens versus Jey Uso. Great main event here. But if you hate super kicks, if you hate the Young Bucks like that, then you're not going to like this match, because, it was super kicking it, okay? I was like, yo, can y'all please just take a break? Like, find something else. Let's do a running knee. What I'm saying, but the super kicks got to slow the fuck down. And everything was, they had a lot of near falls. Kevin Owens tried to go for power bomb on Jey Uso, but his back gives out, and Jey gets another super kick, and he tries to go for the Uso splash, but he rolls through. Kevin Owens comes and Kevin Owens knocks Jey back, kicks Jimmy tries to get in the ring, I think, and distracts referee. He hits him with the stunner, and then wins the matchup. So Kevin Owens wins, and it's like right there at the tail end, right before about to cover. Like, they really just was about to go over. So I was like, okay, I'm glad they got their shit out. But that's Monday Night Raw. The first hour was great, especially when I know commercials. Paid for it in the second hour. I didn't care about the second hour, but the main event was good. And so, honestly, I give Raw a thumbs up this week. A thumbs up. So post any comments down below. How'd you guys enjoy Monday Night Raw? Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my review. Hit the subscribe button for more wrestling content right here on NC Studios. So once again, it's NC a place to be. Channel Mr. Andy, and the Nerd Coalition is out.